The new health center at Domus Trailblazers Academy is all about providing health care for those who need it, both Academy students and people in the community.
The information we were given was that these were kids that were sort of at high risk of both educationally, residentially, socially, emotionally. CHC, part of their vision is to serve special populations, and we looked at this group of kids as a true special population. We also understand that there was no school nurse on site here, so any kind of healthcare records or previous involvement with primary care was little to none, or at least there was no record of that.
The school enrolls students who come from a variety of backgrounds and are often behind in their peers in different ways.
We wanted the clinic because we thought it's more time on task for kids educationally. Many of the kids we have who come to our school are 3, 4, and 5 grades behind academically. And so our whole thing is the more time spent in the school on task, working on meaning and reading and math, they'll be better prepared, obviously, to help the community. So anyone who has to leave because of medical doctor's appointments, they now can be seen here at the clinic. And again, once again, more time on task because they're here being seen in the building.
The clinic is open to students throughout the day, and the school's co-director says she's glad it's here.
It's been really great having something here in the school that's easy and accessible for the kids and for the families. It's had a huge impact in a positive way for our staff because now our family advocates who normally would be helping our students with any kind of health or medical issues and would be tied up for a good portion of the day. Now that we have the clinic and we have Angela here, we can send the kids right down to her and she can take care of all that immediately and get them right back to class.
And the students at the school say they are happy to have access to the clinic, and so are their parents.
I think it's important to have a health center in our school because it's really helpful for us. So just in case we get sick, we could come in and out quick and still have the rest of the day instead of having to go home and leave and have to stay home and we can't do activities in gym.
I think they're very nice, very nice and pleasant. Each time I come in, I never see a frown, it's always a smile.
Like my friend, she said that she had a headache and she had heartburn that she came here. And so I think, because she came back, she was perfectly fine. She's like, oh, they gave me some water and yeah.
I was happy that I didn't miss a day of school because I don't like being behind on work because it takes a teacher longer to teach the class and it's holding up other people.
The health clinic is different from the usual school nurse's office. If the need requires, it can assume the role of students' primary care doctor.
I see kids who need an ice pack. I see kids who fall on the streets as they're walking to school. I see kids who haven't seen a primary care provider in years, who just need a yearly physical. I also see the residential program kids. So there's kids that Domus also has in the residential programs that are not students here, who can come here for health care, which is a huge asset for the residential programs because in the past they've gone to other clinics in the area and seen different providers every time they come, or can't get in for a week, or end up waiting 3 hours while they're in the waiting room, and it's just not continuous care.
So far, the clinic has been funded by community health centers, but over time, after the cost of the initial startup is taken into account, the clinic will be self-sustaining. It will accept reimbursements from insurance companies for all the care it provides, although the clinic does not require insurance for treatment.
Uninsured kid that we see in a school-based health center, we work with that child and that family to determine whether or not they're actually eligible for any insurance plans, and then we'll actually, again, work with them through the application process if they need that kind of assistance. So we want kids to get insurance. It's not, we don't, so it shouldn't have any kind of big impact. It should just only make more kids have insurance.
And Matera, the pediatric nurse practitioner, says she wouldn't think of working in any other field.
So this is pretty much my dream job because I've worked in the DCF systems before. I've worked with kids who've had other issues, higher risk kids before. So that's why, because I know I'd be reaching those kids.
The clinic has been open for about a week, and Matera says she has seen plenty of students so far.